I'm still 200 short.
Bad news, everybody. I can't shut down the drill. I forgot to update the tools 4.331. Prepare for sweet death and have a blazing blizzard day.
We are not gonna die, blazing or otherwise.
What is your plan?
That dropship. Big and heavy.
And full of fuel. It is perilously close to becoming a bomb.
Or, if we crash it into the drill, we could dislodge it and stop the planet from shattering.
Normally, I'd say that's against protocol, but this is a free post-apocalypse world we live in, so go for it!
Then, brace for impact.
Hello, it is your best friend, Jim. Please do not die, as I deleted my sad noises suite as soon as we became best friends.
Not now, Jim.
I wish I had a sad noise to play.
Rivet. Oh, no.
Well, maybe it's not as bad as it... I know this is gonna sound totally weird, but the Morts used to tell me legends about someone on Torin 4 called the Fixer. If it's broke, the Fixer'll fix it.
Then I suppose we should see if the legends are true.
I can't believe we saved Blizzar. How about we fix up this phase quartz and save the universe? All right, Bolts. Let's go find the Fixer.
If you are right, and the Fixer is able to repair the phase quartz, we will have achieved the impossible.
The Morts always spoke so fondly of him. And trust me, they are terrible liars.
Then perhaps we still stand a chance of saving the dimensions.
Oh, look at that. Good everything on this planet. Go me.
Blizzar Prime is a Ragongo-level mining operation, known as the galaxy's main source of Blizon crystals. Integrated in high-energy capacitors, this material was once prevalent in computers, starships, and warpinators. These days, however, the rare ore is mostly shipped to the Emperor's research facility on Cordelion for various dark projects. Speaking of which, when the dimensional crisis broke out earlier today, communication with the miners went silent, and their shipments to the Empire were missed. So, Ms. Zircon thinks that maybe Blizzar might not be the safest place to be right now.
So, I had a weird meeting this morning. Caden came in. Apparently, the council liked my mapping work on Savali enough that they want me to expand it by mapping every dimension in existence. Yeah, that might be impossible. Okay, I thought about it over lunch. I don't think it's that impossible. I'll just need the Dimensionator, which Caden loaned me, a year and 3 weeks, which has already been approved, and to never sleep again. Work starts tomorrow. Mapped my first dimension today. Pretty standard stuff, except the colors there were so vivid, like, whoa. And there were these creatures. One of them even looked like a Lombax, but he had smaller ears, a mask, and a cane, and I think he was pulling some kind of heist. Whatever it was, it looked cool. Second dimension down, not as colorful as the first one, but the creatures were definitely stranger. Their bodies were made out of all these old relics, but they could break apart and still be alive. It was so wild. And now I wish I had asked Caden for more time. I just want to learn the stories of all these dimensions. Second dimension down, not as colorful as the first one, but the creatures were definitely stranger. Their bodies were made out of all these old relics, but they could break apart and still be alive. It was so wild. And now I wish I had asked Caden for more time. I just want to learn the stories
Now the
of all
question
these
is,
dimensions.
what game is he referring to in this one? Previous one was obviously Sly Cooper. I don't know what this one's referring to.
Third dimension was cubes. Really, really smart cubes. I don't know what else to say there, except that I might have to stop doing these for every dimension I visit because there's a little bit less than an infinite amount left, and I could have mapped 32 in the time since I started talking. Okay, bye. Good news, mapping's going well. Bad news, apparently not well enough, because Caden just asked me to go faster. Wouldn't say why, but he sounded stressed, so I let it go. Faster. Yeah, okay, like it's that easy. Well, good thing I stopped doing those recordings. Wait, I'm doing one now. Ah! I know I was going to stop doing these recordings, but I can carve out some time every once in a while. Just, I'm a genius. Dimension 31x7, not super different from home, but there were these creatures. One was firing a gun and spinning himself around every other second, while the other hung out on his shoulder doing live commentary. Oh, I wanted to hang out with them so badly. I know I was going to stop doing these recordings, but I can carve out some time every once in a while. Just, I'm a genius. Dimension 31x7, not super different from home, but there were these creatures. One was firing a gun and spinning himself around every other second, while the other hung out on his shoulder doing live commentary. Oh, I wanted to hang out with them so badly.
I don't know what game that's referring to either. Not Banjo-Kazooie. That's Nintendo. Maybe Jax? Didn't Jax have like a companion on his shoulder? God, there's been so many games, and they're all most likely referring to retro as well. Trying to think. Kind of cool. I like that they've added these little voice clips. The blaster and you're spinning around while the one on his shoulder just gave live commentary.
I finally figured out a way to map even faster. Caden might kill me, but listen. Instead of all the cranking and pulling a trigger to use the Dimensionator, I just converted the whole thing into a helmet that runs on voice commands. I mean, he can't argue with the results, and if he does, I'll just complain about it here.
Hmm.
Dimension 242Y8, quite possibly the cutest dimension I've ever seen. Oh, the inhabitants were all made out of wool, I think. They could literally make anything. And there was a really pleasant voice following me around everywhere. Oh, it was incredible. Oh, and what's even better? I think I'm finally close to mapping my last dimension.
That sounds like Little Big Planet.
So tomorrow I'm going to sleep in for an hour because I'm done, baby. I mapped every single dimension in existence. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, I can't wait to see Caden's face when I give him the map. And tell him that I'll be going back to all those dimensions soon. There's still so much I can learn. I found out why Caden has been so stressed lately. Something bad's going on. Bad enough that we need to hide as many Lombaxes as we can. And I guess all of my mapping work was to help find the perfect dimension for us to hide in. So, yeah. I hope I didn't screw anything up.
Interesting.
This is my final recording. If you're listening to this, that means you didn't make it to the new dimension with us, and I'm so sorry. We're trying hard to get everyone now, but our race is scattered across so many dimensions. This is not farewell. I left a copy of my dimensional map in the archives, and I marked down where we're all going. I wish I could have left you a Dimensionator too, but hey, I'm only one Lombax. I hope you find your way back to us, and if you do, please look me up. The name's Mags, and I'd love to hear your story.
Nice. Yes.
We got it! You break it, you buy it!
What the?